Welcome back, viewers. In today's video, we are going to install the Ubuntu Kylin desktop. So we have already downloaded the Ubuntu Kylin Basic desktop. So there are two versions. There is a basic desktop and there is a pro desktop. So both are available for download. So we'll today begin with the Ubuntu Kylin 22.04.2 basic desktop in a 64-bit version. And later on, we will do the Ubuntu Kylin 22.04 Pro desktop. So it is right now downloading. So let us start with this basic desktop and check out the Ubuntu Kylin desktop. What are the new changes to the Ubuntu Kylin? So let us start. So now we will be spinning it in a virtual machine. So we will name our virtual machine as Ubuntu Kylin Basic. So we can make a difference between the two virtual machines that we will be going to install to check out the desktop. What is the difference between the Pro and the basic desktop? As usual, we will restrict the memory usage to 4096 for the virtual machine, and processor, we can reduce the number of processor to quad. We will apply, and now we will start our virtual machine. So we are greeted with a grub bootloader, and we can start the installation in safe graphics or OEM install, or we can just right away start with the Ubuntu Kylin with the recommended graphics setting. So we will choose the first option, that is install Ubuntu Kylin with recommended graphics settings. So very beautiful splash screen is there. I really like the work. This Ubuntu Kylin desktop is made for the Chinese government. So they are offering this desktop to all the Chinese users. So you will find a lot of localization in terms of software. So the software is localized for the Chinese users. Of course, we can also use it. All English or any other language users can also use the Ubuntu Kylin, but mostly it is in mainly made for the Chinese people. So we can change the language to English, and there are two methods. One is to try Ubuntu Kylin and other is to install. So let us first try. Let us first boot into the Ubuntu Kylin desktop, and then we will start the installer. So this is the beautiful Ubuntu Kylin desktop. So now let us start the installer. First, what we will do is let us increase the display resolution. So this is the advantage of first logging into the live desktop and then increasing the resolution of the screen. Now we can start with the installation. This is how the Kylin desktop looks like. This is the installer. We start with the installation. What happened? The installer is not working. Okay. This is the installer. This is a slight modification from the standard Ubuntu installer. During the course of this video, we will check out what are the differences between the standard Ubuntu installer and the Ubuntu Kylin installer. So here also we have to choose the English language, or we can go with English India is there. Let us see if the Indian desktop is there along with the keyboard settings. So we will choose the Indian and the Indian English keyboard. So that is very good news for the Indian users, so they can choose their keyboard layout. And just like in any other standard Ubuntu desktop installation, there are two options: normal install or minimal install. And we can download the updates while installing Ubuntu Kylin, or also we can install third-party software for graphics and hardware and additional media formats. So we have to choose So we'll go with the normal installation. Minimal installation will only install web browser and basic utilities. Normal installation will install all the software that is available as programmed by the developer. So we get web browser, utilities, office software, games, and media players. So let us now continue. So there are options: erase disk and install Ubuntu Kylin, or we can try something else. So let us try to do a manual installation. So we create a partition table. We give 500 GB primary. We make it EFI partition. Let us do the EFI partition. Rest of the space we can create, maybe yes, we can create a swap space. Swap area. Then the rest of the space we create the root partition. We go with the extended for journaling system and we give it a mount point. Okay. So I think we are done with the partitioning. Let us move ahead and try to install the system. So yes, everything is partitioning is perfect, and now we can continue ahead with the installation. Local is perfectly selected, Calcutta. We can create a username. Sam virtual machine is okay for us. Use our easy password so that we can remember. And now the installation has started. So Ubuntu Kylin 22.04.2 LTS comes with the 5.15 LTS as a standard Linux kernel. So of course you will be getting some updates for the kernel over the period of the LTS. So all the security patches, bug fixes, and some enhancements will also come. So you will be supported for the complete duration of the LTS. So this Ubuntu Kylin 22.04.2 LTS version comes with the UK UI version 3. So this is the UK UI desktop that is been offered in the Ubuntu Kylin. So it now comes as a new desktop. So it is a new version of the desktop. It is more polished and more convenient to use with a brand new design. So we will check, of course, check this out in the detailed review of the desktop. So UK UI is the GUI for this Ubuntu Kylin. This UK UI comes with a control center, so the user cannot scatter everywhere. So the installation is complete. I will stop the video here. See you in the next video. Bye.